Hey, good morning. It's about 8:30 in the morning. It's May 17th. I didn't get a chance to check out the big dig yesterday because mowed grass, had a lot of things to do around the house. So, nice quiet morning. The only thing I've heard so far is birds and wild turkey in the distance in the woods. This place is just full of deer. Right there in the field behind me over my shoulder, the other night I came up the driveway and there was 8 deer standing there. They'd like to walk all over and make trails. Usually every time I'm back here I spook up a few deer trails all over. So I'm going to shut you off right now and go on back there, and then when I get back to the site I'll come back on. I just want to see if there's any changes. There's some deer tracks on the trail. I'm back at the excavation site now. I'm going to move in, so and I don't think there's anybody here right now, and I'm going to walk around take some more pictures, see if there was any activity yesterday. I don't know, we'll see. Well, there's been some activity here. There's a plastic cup and a aluminum can in the bottom of the hole. I can't tell if it's been dug. We've had some rain, and this dirt along the edge here looks very, very fresh. Like it hasn't had any rain on it at all. Here's a steel fence post, and the digging is probably 50, 60 feet inside of that, and actually behind me there's another old wire farm fence, so pretty sure this is the property line. You can actually see it from Google Earth. Not the digging, but you can definitely see the difference between the woods and the school property, where the line is. So they're inside of that, no doubt about that. So I'm going to try to get around to the other side. I have to walk out onto the school property so I don't crash through all these sticks and make a big scene, and then I'll come in from the other side. Maybe we'll get in the pit this time. See ya. Well, they managed to fell the old shagbark hickory tree. It was about halfway chopped down the other day, they've dropped it roughly into the edge of the creek. I spent a lot of time. I don't know if they're trying to, who knows what they're doing. I think it's got too much energy, too much time on their hands and too much energy. Spent a lot of time here, and the grass is all flattened out. An old pit there. I think somebody tried to make a deadfall there at one time. There's a old bed sheet or something, some sticks across it that's been there a while. Okay, I'm going to go up the other bank of the creek, or come down that bank, but I'm going to cut through the woods again on the school property to get over that way, and then get up there, and then I'll come back down. Okay, came out just straight out from the dig, and up that direction is the high school, the old football field, middle school, Board of Education, and the school owns quite a bit of property back here. Some of it belonged to a developer, and he traded the school some of this land for some other property he thought he could build on. I don't know how, obviously this was an old farm at one time. This the old high school up on the hill up there was built and opened in 1959. This is as this little town got bigger, they needed a bigger high school. Now that high school has been replaced by one in around 1998, 99. With a newer high school, which is the current one. And we're going to cross the creek right here, go up the hill where the sod is that I mentioned in an earlier video, and then we're going to turn right, go back down the hill to where the creek meanders around where the excavation is. So that's the plan. Oh, the woods here was probably a part of the original high school, and so this land isn't really used by the school. The cross-country team runs through here, and otherwise that it just sits vacant, but it's backs up to a new development. When I say new, it's probably been there 15 years, and that gives easy access, because it used to be all farmland. So that's why kids are encroaching in here. There's a lot of people that use it. Yesterday or 2 days ago in my previous video, when I went through here, there was probably half a dozen people walking back here with their dogs, adults, couples. So I'm sure it gets used a lot, which is a good thing. And I think my neighbor and I need to post this. Years ago we had signs up, but need to redo them. All right, we're going to head down the hill. Well, I'm on the other side of the creek, and that's the big hickory tree that they chopped down. And to the left, here's the, straight across there is a fence post. This is where the property line runs through here. Kind of hard to tell. But, and then inside that fence line is the Big Dig. Alright, I'm going to check it out. Okay, I'm actually inside now. I can't tell if there's fresh diggings. It appears that there might be. Maybe they've run out of energy for this project. I don't know. I'll kind of get a rough measurement here. Oh, maybe we should see what's inside the box. It's just empty. I don't even know what that box is for. Maybe something out of a refrigerator? Hydrator drawer? I don't know. Okay. We get the rough size of it here. Right there we're facing east towards my house. That would be north. This is west. You know, I had that all backwards. This is east. This is north. This is the west side with the rock in it. And this would be the south direction, roughly. You know, the more I think about it, there was no grass in there, because this is just the floor of the forest here. And, you know, there's some grass growing, but definitely not this thick. So there was another pile at that top of that hill where I came down. Maybe the school dumped it back there. The maintenance workers or something from something. I don't know what. But it seems it's as far as you could get from the homes, where there was a dead-end street from the development that came into the school property, the woods at the far east side. You could drive a truck through there, so maybe somebody did drive through there and dump a bunch of sod over here, or they've dug out for a swimming pool or garden or whatever. But again, this will all wash out. This creek will, during a heavy rain, will rise about 3 feet above the level it is right now. Sometimes the creek is even more dry than this in the summer. There's a pool there, and a friend of mine had mentioned about stocking fish in there or something, and there's not enough room for bluegill, but you might get some minnows in there. That's about as much as that's going to produce. Okay, I think that's the end of today's video. My property does butt up to the school property, and our line and my neighbor's line run parallel to the school property. I think mine is about 600 feet back, and then his goes maybe a little farther than that. I have about 9.5 acres and he has 10. So it's been fun to use. I heard a wild turkey this morning gobbling back here, and it's neat. I just love the nature here. This is, I guess, nature in a different form. I've found some Indian artifacts here before. Prehistoric Indian, I think. Just a lovely place to live and enjoy. Alright, I'll get back with you later, and I'll try to upload this to YouTube and we can see what this evolves into. One more check-in here. Behind me is the school and the football field, football stadium, and there's a bus garage over there. This field here that I'm standing on was it was actually a hill that sloped down towards my property, and it was graded out and used as a practice football field. Looks like there's a baseball net over there, or soccer net, and so I'm facing east right now, and everything to the right in those woods, just beyond this fence, is my property, and it runs all the way up to the back of that school building up there, so that's a ways. And then it runs down this way, and I don't know if you can tell, but there's a hill that goes down there through that gate, and at the bottom of that hill is where that creek runs through. So I don't know if that creek's got a name or not. It's dammed up now for a development. Well, not dammed, but they built a retention pond up there when the builder did, because they have to for the runoff water. And then so now I believe that creek drains out of that pond. Maybe we'll go up there and take a look at that at a different time. All right.